In a small Australian town, a family traveling in their RV stops to refuel, and Peter insists his stepdaughter Bella and son Samuel stretch their legs. Bella wanders to a local fair and meets Dennis, a sketch artist, but their interaction is cut short by a cop who evicts Dennis for lacking a permit. Meanwhile, Vanessa shares news of her pregnancy with her boyfriend Jackson, who eagerly tells his rugby teammates. Their excitement is interrupted by a strange screeching noise from Vanessa's car speakers. As evening falls, the town gathers for a rugby match, where tensions simmer between players Jackson and Matt. Peter searches for Bella, who has strayed from the family, and finds her watching the game. Before they can resolve their argument, the stadium loses power, and explosions light up the sky. Yellow lights reveal alien ships that unleash chaos on the town, firing at fleeing residents and leaving a trail of destruction. As panic ensues, Bella narrowly escapes an alien attack with help from Marcus, Matt's brother-in-law, who later parts ways when Bella reunites with her father. The alien invaders land on foot, capturing and killing townspeople as their ships rain fire from above. Amid the chaos, Matt pulls his wife Amelia away from her mother, who is being kidnapped, to help Marcus. Efforts by locals and police to fight back prove futile against the aliens' advanced armor. Peter and Bella make it back to their RV, spotting Marcus and his family seeking cover, and call them inside. Peter worries about Samuel and Jenny, who have yet to return, but Matt urges him to flee as a shot damages the RV. Nearby, cars explode, and Amelia spots Jackson and Vanessa, calling them to join the group moments before another teammate is killed. The group's survival hinges on escaping the escalating carnage. As chaos unfolds, Jackson tries to help his injured teammate, but Vanessa pulls him away as it's too late. With everyone aboard the RV, Peter coldly ignores a wounded individual at the window and drives off, navigating through explosions, flames, panicked crowds, and collapsing structures. After escaping the town, the RV traverses the countryside, only to be pursued by a spaceship. Just as hope seems lost, the Air Force intervenes, destroying the alien ship, which turns out to be a drone. While assessing the situation, the group spots approaching lights, but is relieved to find it's a truck carrying Arnold and Dennis, who offers a safe refuge. Together, they travel to an abandoned timber mill in the forest, where they spend the night planning their next move. The following morning, the group is alarmed to see a massive alien spacecraft hovering above their area. Tensions rise as they debate their options, during which Peter's criminal past comes to light, revealing he was recently released from prison after serving 7 years. While some argue for leaving, they agree to stay another day after Matt proposes searching for their families. Matt, Dennis, and Amelia venture back to town, carefully avoiding the alien patrols and a nearby spaceship. They soon discover the aliens are detaining their human captives behind a high-tech laser gate that incinerates anyone attempting to escape. Amelia learns from other prisoners that her mother has already been transported to a factory, deepening the group's resolve to act. The trio returns and informs the group that the aliens are treating humans like livestock, taking them to a factory, which indicates their intention to stay. Tensions rise inside the house, and Peter reveals he has a gun to maintain order. Just as they discuss their next move, the aliens follow the trio back to the house. When one alien enters and begins searching, Peter fires at it, but his bullets have no effect on its armor. Matt tackles the alien and fights it, but is quickly overpowered. Vanessa manages to grab the alien's gun and shoots it, saving Matt. At the same time, another alien grabs Dennis, attempting to choke him, but Arnold pulls the alien's arm, causing both Dennis and the alien to fall through the wall. The group struggles to subdue the alien, but Peter kills it by shooting its exposed neck. They then hide the alien body in the truck, and Matt discovers that the alien helmets can make humans invisible to the creatures if they hide them on plants. The group begins to train each other in the use of weapons, preparing to fight back against the aliens. They use the guns from the 2 aliens they killed and start ambushing the aliens as they pass by, reducing their numbers. They'd also attack the containers holding human prisoners, freeing many of them who then joined their resistance. Over time, a community forms in the forest, united in their fight for survival. Bella develops feelings for Dennis as they continue to fight the aliens. Despite their efforts, the massive alien spaceship never leaves the town, and eventually, the aliens poison the water, forcing the group to relocate to higher ground. When the aliens find their old camp, they discover it abandoned. The war against the aliens continues, with both sides suffering losses, but the humans endure by relying on their tactic of hiding in the plants. In an effort to intimidate the aliens, the humans start displaying the heads of their fallen enemies on spikes and hanging bodies from trees. 8 months later, Amelia and Matt are fleeing through a field, trying to escape alien spaceships. They encounter a wounded woman named Chloe, who initially aims a gun at them. After calming her down, Chloe reveals that the aliens experimented on her and many others, while some prisoners are forced to work planting alien food. Chloe managed to steal a glowing device before escaping and hands it to Amelia along with her gun. However, as they talk, an alien reaches through the plants and captures Chloe, forcing the couple to flee. Another alien attacks Matt, but without its helmet, Amelia is able to strike it in the face and free Matt. They eventually reunite with a team preparing explosives, and they destroy an alien outpost, securing another victory. Before leaving, Amelia notices that the aliens are assisting each other in evacuating. Back at camp, the group learns that Jackson's team has captured an alien, bringing it back for interrogation. Peter and Amelia scold Bella and Marius for risking their lives to capture an alien, but the teens argue they are tired of being treated as children. When Matt mentions the aliens' experiments on humans, Peter becomes enraged and begins beating the captured alien, prompting the others to intervene. Soon after, Amelia shows the alien the device she took from Chloe, hoping it will provide them with more valuable information. The alien's finger activates the device, projecting a hologram that reveals the aliens have been observing Earth for centuries. Before the hologram can continue, Matt switches it off, and a frustrated Amelia storms out of the tent. Meanwhile, Dennis shows Bella that he's burning all his cash, deeming it worthless in the new world. Inspired by his philosophy, Bella throws her phone into the fire. Dennis then gifts her a portrait he made of her, and the two find a private spot to be together. Back at the camp, Matt shares what he saw in the hologram, prompting Peter to decide it's time to kill the alien prisoner. Despite Jackson's protest that the alien could still provide valuable information, Peter beats the alien to death in a fit of rage. Later, Matt announces that they will return to the factory to rescue the remaining prisoners. Jackson decides to go, although Vanessa, who is nearing the end of her pregnancy, wishes he would stay. At the same time, Amelia leaves the camp on her own and discovers a farm where the aliens are keeping humans as slave labor. She sneaks around, steals a crop, and makes her way to the forest, but is temporarily blinded by a bright light. Back at the camp, Peter finds the drawings Dennis made of Bella and threatens him for showing interest in his daughter. The tension is interrupted when Vanessa starts having contractions, and Peter takes her to a tent. Dennis rushes to find Jackson and alerts him, giving away their position. This leads to a gunfight with the aliens, during which many of the humans are injured, including Matt. As the camp is attacked, Peter, Bella, and the others take Vanessa to the forest, where she screams in pain while giving birth. Amid the chaos, a survivor attempts to knock Vanessa out, hoping to avoid attracting the aliens' attention, but Peter intervenes and, after a struggle, kills the man. Bella helps Vanessa deliver a baby girl named Allison before Vanessa dies from blood loss. As the Australian army arrives and starts killing aliens, they rescue the survivors. Jackson reaches the forest and mourns Vanessa's death, apologizing for not being there for her. The army takes the survivors away, and Major Davis explains they came to help the resistance group in the forest. Matt's team is hailed as heroes, inspiring the soldiers to continue fighting. After the survivors reach the army base, Matt is left unconscious in the infirmary, while the others bury their fallen comrades. Peter, still determined to find his family, is stopped by Amelia, who promises they will return to the factory once they're better prepared. Davis overhears the situation and takes the group to meet Colonel Grant, who reveals the aliens are in possession of a biological weapon, likely a toxin or pathogen, designed to exterminate humanity. The weapon has been moved to Sydney, and the military plans to retrieve it, but they need a distraction to carry out the attack. Grant proposes that Amelia's group, familiar with the territory, help by attacking the factory as a diversion. Most of the group agrees, but Jackson decides to quit. After saying goodbye to Matt, Amelia joins Davis and a few soldiers, along with most of her team, while Arnold is left behind due to his broken arm. They head toward the small town but are met with heavy alien patrols on the roads. They create smoke as cover and detour into a field to hide among the crops. Upon reaching the factory, they witness prisoners being forced to work outside, and Peter spots Samuel and Jenny among them. At the military base, Grant receives concerning news. The Air Force is struggling against the aliens in Sydney due to the overwhelming number of ships, and the aliens are fortifying their positions in town. This leads Grant to realize that the whole operation was a trap. The bioweapon was never moved. It's still in town, waiting for the resistance to come and be destroyed. She tells Jackson the grim news and explains that she can't send more troops into what will undoubtedly be a losing battle. A determined Jackson rushes to the infirmary, splashes water on Matt to wake him, and briefs him on the situation. Matt agrees to help, and before they leave, Jackson asks Arnold to take care of his daughter. As Jackson and Matt drive off, the soldiers spot red smoke signaling the aliens have discovered them. A fierce gunfight erupts, with the aliens advancing and killing anyone who dares to fight back. Meanwhile, in town, Davis' team begins running through the farm, opening fire as the aliens attack them. Amelia is knocked down briefly, disoriented by the blast, but the sight of her teammates fighting back inspires her to rise. Nearby, Matt hears the explosions and worries about Amelia, but Jackson reminds him that their priority is to locate the bioweapon. The pair sneaks into the factory, quickly taking down an alien operating the control panel. As the prisoners panic, another alien fires at them, but Jackson returns fire while Matt tries to use the computer. Unable to make sense of it, Matt resorts to shooting the control panel before guiding the prisoners out. Jackson takes down another alien and sets explosives around the factory. Outside, Davis' team continues fighting the alien guards, but the situation worsens as the aliens deploy a powerful cannon. While Matt is inside the factory, he encounters two more aliens. He shoots one, but runs out of bullets and has to physically fight the second alien to knock it down. Using closed device on the computer, he learns that the aliens fled their planet after it became a wasteland. He discovers the bioweapon on a table and grabs it, only to be attacked by the alien he previously knocked out. Matt distracts the alien by threatening to destroy the weapon and manages to knock it down again. At that moment, an alien who can speak English appears with a few guards, demanding Matt drop the bioweapon. However, Matt threatens to destroy it, causing the guards to step back. The alien then explains that its people have learned from their mistakes and will not destroy another planet, accusing humans of doing the same to Earth. As the alien speaks, Jackson opens fire, giving Matt the opportunity to escape. Back at the farm and the base, the humans are being overwhelmed, with many injured. Thankfully, they manage to call for backup, and the Air Force arrives just in time to retaliate. The spaceships are shot down, and the aliens on the ground are bombed, slowly restoring hope for the humans. Davis takes the chance to attack the alien operating the cannon, but is overpowered and thrown to the ground. This momentary distraction allows the slaves to rise up and join the fight, despite being unarmed. Chaos erupts on the farm, and when the alien operating the cannon is distracted, Davis takes control of it and kills the alien. Meanwhile, inside the factory, Matt finds a place to hide and realizes he's bleeding. He uses a radio to contact Amelia, telling her he'll stop the aliens with the explosives, but it will cost him his life. They share heartfelt words before returning to the fight. As Matt prepares to make his final move, the aliens close in on him, forcing him to shoot at them and throw the bioweapon to Jackson. Unfortunately, Jackson is shot down as he tries to catch it. With Vanessa gone, Jackson decides to detonate the explosives himself. Matt grabs the bioweapon and starts running again. Meanwhile, people continue to fall on the farm and the military base. Inside the factory, Jackson provides cover by shooting at the aliens, giving Matt time to escape before he detonates the explosives. The factory is destroyed in a massive explosion, and the aliens surrender. Finally, Peter and Bella reunite with Jenny and Samuel. Amelia and Marcus, however, are left in tears, thinking Matt has perished. At the military base, Grant announces that the team in Sydney also won, and humans are beginning to regain lost territory. Later, Amelia spots the bioweapon being passed by and is overjoyed to discover that Matt is alive. They share a warm reunion, though they must also inform Arnold and the baby that Jackson has died. Matt then explains to Amelia what he saw in the computer. In response, Amelia approaches an alien prisoner and cuts the ropes binding its hands, offering her hand in a gesture of cooperation. The alien accepts, hoping for a better future for both species. Matt, Amelia, and the rest of their team, along with the military, prepare to continue their fight against the aliens in other parts of the world.